Well, hi, and thanks for stopping by the Pellets and Pistons Airgun channel. Today we're back at the bench with the HW80 air rifle, and we're going to do a little pellet testing. We've got three different types of pellets here. I've got some lightweight 7.5 grain H&N Excite pellets. These are their economy pellet. We'll see how they do. I don't expect too much out of those, but it's just for comparison's sake. I want to see how a light pellet does in comparison to a heavier pellet. So on the heavier side, we've got some Crosman Premiers. These come in at 10.5 grains. And then we also have some H&N Barracuda Match, and these come in at 10.65 grain. So we're going to see how these shoot, and I think we'll start with these Excite pellets just to see how they do. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so we'll be shooting at 25 yards. It's kind of a windy day again, so don't expect too much out of this gun, and never expect too much out of me. I'm certainly not that great of a shot. But hey, we're going to give it a go and see how we make out. So we'll start with these Excite 7.5 grain. Now these they don't mark how much these weigh, but I put them on a little grain scale that I've got, and I averaged them out with 10 pellets, and they come up to about 7.5 grains. So that's what we're going to call them. Either way, they're a lot lighter than these 10 and change grain heavier pellets. So we'll shoot 5 shots at each target. We'll start with the top left target, and let's see how we do. Shot number 1. Now, of course, we're not going to hit the bullseye with every brand of pellet because it's only going to like one of them. That's 2. What I meant to say was each pellet's going to have a different point of impact, so what we're looking for is grouping, not so much hitting the bullseye. Really don't know where that one went. That was 3. Shot number 4. That looks like I hit the same hole as the first shot, or the second shot I should say. And shot number 5. I see that mystery shot, and it's very low. I don't know what's going on with that. The gun's diesel, and maybe that's got something to do with it. But it's really low and left. Well, I'd say those don't do too good. So hopefully we'll do a little better with the next ones. We'll move on to the Crosman Premier 10.5 grain, and we'll see how we do with these. We'll shoot the next target over. That would be the center top target. I expect a little better performance out of these heavier pellets, even though they're probably not as consistent as the H&N Barracuda Match. That's one. My plan is to get some more different brands of heavier pellets and try each one and see what this gun likes the best. That's two. That's three. These are a lot more promising, aren't they? That's four. Now that pellet was noticeably tighter in the bore, so we'll see how that one flies. This is number 5, isn't it? I think so. Just for fun, we'll shoot one more at that target because I can't remember if that was 4 or 5. Yeah, taught me how to count way back in kindergarten. It's been so long, I think I've forgotten. Well, that's pretty darn impressive. That was the Crosman Premier 10.5 grain. I wasn't expecting them to do quite so good because they're not the highest quality pellet on the market. But they did pretty darn good. And now we're on to the H&N Barracuda Match. Again, these are 10.65 grains versus the 10.5 grains on the Crosman Premiers and the 7.5 grains on those Excite Econ pellets. This will be the right-hand top target. That's low and left. It's high and left. I've been shooting these pellets thinking that they were going to be doing better than the Crosmans, but I think I'm going to switch to the Crosmans for now. those aren't as bad as the Excite Economy lightweight pellets, but they're certainly not as good as the Crosman 10.5 grain. So I think the verdict here is for the Crosman pellets. These seem to be doing the best. I'm not done testing pellets. I'll get some more and we'll try it again and we'll see how we do. But for now, the best pellets in my inventory are Crosman Premier 10.5 grain ultra domed ultra magnum. So if you have one of these HW80s, you might want to give those a shot. They seem like they perform pretty well in my gun. At any rate, let's ring the bell and we'll celebrate and we'll call this a wrap. Okay, so let's ring that bell. We'll shoot the Premiers because we know we won't miss that way. This thing really rings that chime nicely, doesn't it? Let's do that one more time. These heavy pellets, even at 60 yards, they hit like a ton of bricks. Very nice. So I think we decided that the Crosman Premier domed ultra, I can't speak today, domed ultra magnum are the ones that seem to shoot the best, at least so far with the testing I've been able to do with this gun. These are 10.5 grains and they shoot pretty darn good out of this gun. I'd say that's about a half-inch group at 25 yards. At any rate, folks, I want to thank you so much for stopping by the Pellets and Pistons Airgun channel. I hope you can subscribe. If you can see it in your heart to do that, that would be great. Hit the bell if you want to be reminded of the next video that comes out. And by all means, give me a thumbs up if you liked what you saw today. Thanks again, folks. Have a great day.